force hot.
And Sydney Gray will start things off here for the Desert Thunder. Matter of fact, we just talked to Sydney Gray post-game as the first pitch is out of the zone, and it comes at 1 o'clock exactly. About 91 degrees. And the first pitch, as always, brought to you by PaceandRimCountry.com. Sydney Gray looks at the strike 1-1. I was very impressed with her post-game interview.
Yeah, she was pretty excited about her at-bats. It can be intimidating doing your first interview.
Sure, very true. And on the hill, Alyssa Aguilar for the Sun Valley SunCats. Sun Valley, Oro Valley SunCats. I've seen this team
that is a tongue
5
twister,
times.
though.
Yes, yes, indeed. And I will say that has been the one good thing with this tournament, seeing these teams multiple times.
Yeah.
Gray takes the pitch outside. But yes, it is a tongue twister.
It sure
the
is.
Oro Valley SunCats, and of course we saw these guys in different uniforms yesterday. That's punched away. Some pitchers prefer the face guard, some don't.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I would wear one if I was a pitcher.
That's fouled off.
I feel like it would be like something would have to happen for me to have to put one on, you know, but
understood.
But then it's like you want to take precautionary, like you don't want that one time to happen.
No, you definitely do not. And that is fouled off. I feel it would probably kind of deter some vision.
Yeah.
Just in a sense of, I mean, I even look at Breezy Hayward over at third base with the face guard. It's like, okay, I mean, she obviously knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Right.
But
I feel like it's becoming more popular in the younger age. A lot of them are wearing them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of foul territory here at Rumsey Park, and again, that's fouled off. Punch foul once again.
She's not making this easy for the pitcher.
No.
She knows what she wants in there.
And that is hit well to right field. Going back is Logan Cole. She makes the grab for out number 1.
That was a good hit.
Hit
good
well.
Swing.
Hit very well.
She caught that at the fence.
Logan Cole played the ball solidly as well. So 1 gone for the Thunder. And this looks like it's Mia Campos. And a lot of times we do see the same lineup consistently.
Yeah.
Campos looks at a strike. And that's Kayla Keith behind the plate. She does a great job as catcher. Campos right in the center of the batter's box. Punches that foul. 8 games on this field yesterday. 8 games on the field to our right yesterday. 7 today here, 8 over there.
Wow. That's a long day for a lot of these girls.
It is. That's up and away.
You know, I always think back, like, how did I play that many games? And how did I catch that many games? I don't get it.
Well, you were a teenager.
Yeah, true.
Campos ready. And she will slap that into left field, and that is going to be caught.
Good play.
Great play by the left fielder. 2 outs here in the first inning. Solid job by Jade Berry. And for the Thunder, this will bring up, I believe, Jessie Nagaski. She's in the hole, 0-1. And props to the grounds crew and the umpires. I mean, everybody
yeah.
who's here right now has put forth a valiant effort.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. 2 strikes on the hitter. We saw the Thunder hang an 8th spot in the previous game. And it's a bouncing ball. Ranging to our right is the second baseman. The throw on the first is in time, and there's a 1-2-3 inning.
It's going to be hard for them to get out of this infield. This infield is solid.
Absolutely, and so are both teams that we're seeing. The
Yeah.
Thunder and the SunCats will come back on the other side of the break. This is the Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series brought to you by Floodstream.
You're hot.
And you can hear perfectly from there. Yeah. I've just had this time to my ear after 8 games. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Logan Cole in the batter's box as we start up the home half of the first inning. Cole looks at the first pitch away, 1-0. And Shelby, we talked about just how deep this lineup is. You get Cole and Barry, the table setters, and then you got 3, 4, and 5. And
absolutely.
if you're able to get past those 5 batters giving up just 1 run,
then you've
consider
done your
yourself
job.
lucky. Yes.
You definitely don't want to get these first 2 at bats on
base.
On base, yeah, you don't. You don't want to do that. You don't want to set the table for them.
Correct. A lot of lefties in this lineup as well.
Absolutely. And speed, my gosh. They're so quick.
Mm-hmm. 3-0 is the count. Oh, not what the pitcher wanted. Leadoff walk. Those will hurt you just about every time. And with a lineup like this, Jade Berry stepping up. We've been thoroughly impressed by the Oro Valley SunCats. Shows bunt, and that's 5 straight pitches out of the zone.
Right, and you see this catcher really looking at the runner on first base like, hey, I'm on to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to let you sneak by.
And that's upstairs. So the first thing she needs to do before we even think about getting outs is getting a strike.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing you gotta have. Gotta start to establish some of that plate presence.
Yeah, and that's probably what the catcher went out there to go tell her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we got to get ahead of these counts. And if we don't, we got to work our way out of this hole.
Barry settles in. Nagaski gets the strike that she needed.
No.
And again, we can't say enough about the camera angles that Floodstream has really produced. I keep wanting to say all weekend. It's not the weekend. It's Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, it totally is.
All series long, as that count now is 3-1.
That's the perks of being a teacher. You're off in the summer and you get to do what you love, watching softball, coaching softball.
3-1, runs the count full, 3-2. And that is ball 4, and exactly what you don't want if you're Nagaski. You walk the first 2, and you see the next 3 hitters coming to the plate.
Right. It does set them up for a few double plays, though.
It does. It does. With the even more elusive triple play.
Right, yeah.
That pitch is up 1-0. I've been doing this a long time. I've only called 2 triple plays in my life.
Yeah, they're pretty rare.
Yes.
Pretty rare.
Two and 0 to Behringer. And this SunCats team is just polished too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, they just
They sure are.
offense, defense. They've been getting the pitching. There's a strike, 2-1. And there's the bunt on the third base side. They'll have one play, and they do get her.
Did her job, though. Moved the runners over.
Absolutely. The sack bunt.
You know, her bunt placement is really, really something.
Mm-hmm. And kind of what we talked about. We saw in the first game, sacrifice flies. Here we see the bunts and
moving runners around.
The always dangerous Carly Scoopin. And she gets hit, and the bases are now loaded. Definitely not intentional.
Absolutely not. Definitely hit hard, though. You could hear it from
You heard
here.
the thump?
Yeah.
Yes. Breezy Hayward to the plate. Hayward, a big part of this Oro Valley SunCats team. She plays a solid third base. And she'll look at a strike, 0-1. And that's going to skip back towards streaking for home is Logan Cole. She'll score the first run of the game with Berry taking third and Scoopin to second. So the SunCats with a 1-0 lead.
You know, you see her wiggling her thumb there. That when she tried to block the ball, it hits you right in the forearm, and it sends a piercing pain down your arm.
And that is dropped into center field for a base hit.
Oh,
they're
going
to wave around
going.
Scoopin, and the throw is cut off. That throw is not cut off. They had a great chance at getting Scoopin.
Yeah.
That's a 2-run single for Breezy Hayward, and SunCats are up to a 3-0 lead.
Looking back at that replay, yeah, if that's not cut off, that is a spot-on throw.
Correct. This will bring up Emma Almodoba. And that is a strike, 0-1. In the dirt. That's fouled away. Well, we said through the first 5 batters, you only wanted to allow 1 run. Unfortunately, they've allowed 3.
Right,
So that, it digs you into an early hole.
But as we know, Desert Thunder will come out, and I'm sure they'll answer back. It's what they did in the first game, and I have a feeling that they'll do it again.
Absolutely. We would love some competitive matchups. We
Yeah.
definitely saw that in game 1 or game 2. All these games are running the same. They really are.
They really are.
And that's it out to the second baseman, and that will be out number 2. So Almodoba retired 4-3. Hayward taking second on the play. Angelina Kamen will be the hitter. And that is stroked into right center. That's that spot that we've talked about.
That is a
Hayward
hot
will
spot.
circle third. She will score easily. RBI single for Kamen. And it's a 4-0 SunCats advantage.
They came in hot. They came in swinging.
Mm-hmm. Jaden Espinosa, the next hitter. Espinosa settles in. And that is a strike, and they threw down the first. And that's upstairs.
She has a very powerful stance. You see her dig
Yes.
deep into her legs. It's just really powerful.
Her foot almost disappears into all that
Right.
dirt. You're absolutely right. And that gets away from the catcher. Moving down the second will be Kamen. 4-0 lead for the SunCats. And that's lined into left field, base hit. Circling third, and is she going to try to score? Indeed, Kamen is, and she will slide in safely. RBI single for Espinosa, and it is a 5-0 Oro Valley lead.
She really got on top of that ball. It was a little high. She could have easily popped that up, but she got her hands to that ball. It's quite nice.
And there we see the stroke. Great field view right there. And that's the one thing, the SunCats, they will put the pressure on you. They're going to make sure that
Yep.
you're going to have to throw us out from the outfield
Right,
for
right.
us to not score.
They're being super aggressive, too. The coach is just sending all of them and really
Absolutely.
putting pressure on that outfield, like you said.
And we are going to have a pitching change as we see Kenzie Fowler making that move. Nygoski looks like she went out to the outfield, and they're going to bring back in Caitlin Neal. It seems like we just saw Caitlin Neal about 30 minutes ago.
Right, yeah.
Which I think we actually did.
She must still be hot, right?
Indeed. As this is another Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream. Live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more. And I noticed with Caitlin Neal's move, she sort of has that extra, I don't want to call it a stutter step, but she gravitates to the plate kind of an extra half foot.
Yeah. Almost like a crow hop almost.
There we go. Yes. Great
Yeah.
way to put it. Anyway, see all of the Desert Thunder kind of trying to strategize a little bit. You don't want to fall too far behind,
Right, yeah.
because then you're playing also against the clock.
Yeah.
These are 90-minute
Yeah.
games.
Good point. These are drop dead 90. They're just,
Yes. yes.
Wow. They really just end it.
Mhm. So Kayla Keith will step into the batter's box. And that's a strike, 0-1. And did that hit her or the bat?
Oh,
It
I
hit
would have.
her.
Oh. I would have called the bat on that one.
Maybe it was the bat. Let's see what their. I guess it is the
Yeah.
bat. Yes. Just the way the ball moved away from her seems
Yeah.
like it would be the bat.
A lot of time that's hard to call too when it hits on the knob right there. You don't know if it hit the knob, if it hit your hand.
And that clearly is a foul ball. No doubt about that one. And that one will get away from the catcher. Moving to second is Espinosa. Neal's delivery. And that's popped up, and that's going to be a tough play. That's going to go foul. Tough play for Piazza. She wanted to make the play, but all that backspin kind of kicked it away from her.
Sometimes you got to just read the ball, and like if it hits it, it might roll foul. You may have to make that decision.
And this one is going to stay fair out to the third baseman, and that will be a 5-3 putout to end the frame. It was a frame that saw the SunCats score 5 times. They lead the Desert Thunder 5-0 after 1. This is the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Tournament, brought to you by Floodstream. Brooke Piazza takes the strike, 0-1. We've seen Brooke Piazza at catcher and first base as well. Unless the Aguilar deals, but that's out of the zone. That is fouled off. Fouled off. She's staying alive.
She sure is. Not letting anything go. Not leaving it up to the umpire.
And that is lined into right center field. Piazza rounding first, and she is going to stop right there. Line drive single, and that will bring up the number 5 hitter, and that'll be Caitlin Neal. There's a little meeting on the hill. So what's going through the minds of everyone on the hill right now?
Probably not letting. Probably saying, "Hey, we're ahead right now. We don't want to. We don't want to set the table for them." That's what we said in the beginning. And I mean, she's in the same spot as they were.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a deja vu situation. Or he's saying, "Hey, give it to your middles. We'll make a double play because this infield is just so awesome, and
Sure.
they vacuum up everything. Give it to the infield. Give us a ground ball. We'll do the double. We'll do the work for you."
Absolutely. And that is a ball 1-0. And that's fouled off.
Nice spot right on the outside corner.
Absolutely. And she goes down swinging. K number 1 for Alyssa Aguilar. And this is going to be Cheyenne Hudson. We've seen Cheyenne Hudson on the hill. We've seen a lot of these girls in a lot of positions, which is great.
Yeah. Seems like the pitcher and catcher are going to the same university, right? That's.
Let's see, Kayla Keith.
Yeah, Kayla Keith, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi.
Yep.
Wow. That will be something. Going with your pitcher, you know a lot about her before you even get there.
Very true, strong battery. Going to the next level together. That's true. And that's fouled off.
That's probably the first pitch that she left a little high. That could have really done some damage there. She's been keeping them low and on their toes.
And that is a swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks after giving up that single, and that little talk worked so far.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, hey, let's not set the table too much.
Yeah. Sometimes those talks early are very necessary before you get into a jam.
Jordan Vanderwerth takes a strike. She'll take another strike. Aguilar in a groove right now.
Yeah, she's working quick. She's working at her pace, not the batter's pace.
That's right. Catcher shifted way outside.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. She was definitely saying, "Hey, get it off the plate. We're not giving her anything."
Now that's a ground ball, and that gets past Scoopin into right field. First and second for the Thunder.
Sometimes you don't need those big hits. A little poke through the infield will work just fine.
That's right. Linnea Wright will be the hitter. 5-0 Oro Valley with the lead. We're playing the top half of the second inning. Thunder would love to get on the board here. And it's a ground ball out to Scoopin, and she is going to take it herself for the final out of the inning. We played an inning and a half from Rumsey Park here in Payson, Arizona. 5-0 Oro Valley with the lead. This is the Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series brought to you by Floodstream.
you're hot.
Home half of inning number 2. Brett Quinton along with Shelby Pacheco here in Payson, Arizona. Rumsey Park to be exact. Matty Judge will be the first batter here in the inning, facing Caitlin Neal. Jesse Nagaski started, and Caitlin Neal has been in ever since. Pitch is a foul ball.
I think that fouled off into the catcher a little bit. Everyone's asking if she's all right.
And that truly is a ground ball. That just got away from her.
That's an oopsie right there.
Yep.
Smiles it off. That's always good.
And she tried to run up on it, but that's a swing and a miss. So Matty Judge goes down on strikes. Logan Cole digs in. Cole drew a walk, and she scored their first trip to the plate. Wow, she is truly getting the calls. She's painting the black. She's doing it right.
It's a big zone there.
And that's upstairs. Logan Cole looks at a pitch just off the plate. She's lucky that was not called a strike.
Right. Perfect height. It was just off.
And she works out another walk, so it's a one-out base runner for the SunCats. These are those table setters we keep speaking of. Jade Berry at the plate. She walked and scored in the first inning as well. And that's a strike.
This is their first time seeing Neal, right?
Yes.
They had the other pitcher when they were up. Okay.
And it's hit hard past the shortstop into center field. First and second for the SunCats. It'll be Behringer, Scoopin, and Hayward.
That ball was smoked past the shortstop.
Yes, it was. So Blaze Behringer, she got a sacrifice fly last time up. She seemingly wants to get it back in the air again this time.
Yeah, she came out swinging. That's a great job by the catcher right there. Those are actually the easiest to block. The The ones
Okay.
that don't come in too hot, but they're bouncy.
And that pitch is out of the zone as well. And that's hit out to the second baseman. They will not get the force there. Shortstop Sydney Gray was a little bit late covering the bag.
Yeah, she may have been playing a little deep there.
Mm-hmm.
Something the second baseman may have. She should have maybe looked at that before she
threw it. Yeah,
before she tried the double play.
Cole to third, Barry to second, Behringer in first. Nowhere to put Carly Scoopin. Sacks are full. And that's a ball, 1-0. Ooh, she took a big hack at that.
Yeah,
yes.
that was right down the middle. She was ready for that.
We saw her homer yesterday. We'd love to see her get a hold of one just to see that classic swing.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it yesterday, so.
She didn't get all of it. Basically, she popped it up, and it just
and it was
went
still
over
out.
Yeah, it was still out.
Wow.
And there it
and
is.
there
That's
you
gone.
go. She got all of that one.
Absolutely.
That hit
Grand
the warning
slam.
track to the. Oh my goodness! Look at that power.
Grand slam for Carly Scoopin.
I think we manifested that home run right there.
Yes. Second home run in as many days, and very simply, it is a 9-0 lead. There you see the Scoopin celebration.
I'm sure she's no stranger to those home runs.
And look at how quick that ball got out. I mean,
I'm telling you, hit the warning track.
we both knew that that was gone in an instant.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
She got all of that one. No regrets for that.
Breezy Hayward at the plate. She was trying to go downtown as well.
Yeah, she
Fouls
was.
that one off. And again, you just can't get out of this 3-4-5 scenario without runs being scored.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody get out of that.
And that's a ground ball, second base. 2 gone. Emma Almodoba will be the batter.
Her name just really flows.
Yes, it
Emma
does.
Almodoba.
That's right. Yes, indeed. 1-0. Called strike. And the next pitch is fouled off, and again, plenty of room out there.
Yeah, I love the hustle right there from the left fielder. She's trying everything to get him out of this inning.
A 9 spot, 9 runs in 2 innings. And that's off the plow. That is a called strike.
All right.
And that's 2 Ks in the inning for Caitlin Neal, but more importantly, she unfortunately gave up a grand slam. We played 2 full from Rumsey Park, 9-0 Oro Valley leading Desert Thunder. We'll come back on floodstream.com. Top half of the third inning. And that is a called strike. And we see Alyssa Aguilar still on the hill.
Jessica was pretty hot last game.
Yes, she was.
She was hitting that hot right center that we keep talking about.
And as we mentioned, you know Jessica Mercado. You know kind of her family a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
As that is punch foul. It's that Casa Grande connection.
Oh, yeah. It's a little town out there.
There's the offering. Up and away. That's foul ball, a little dribbler that comes our way. We're situated pretty much right behind home plate, but about a foot or two along the third base side. Pretty much in the batter's box,
Yeah,
so to speak.
basically. But we have great angles, though. This is a great spot to watch some softball.
It is. And Mercado, unfortunately, she goes down swinging, as that is the third strikeout of the contest for Aguiar. And Sydney Gray is back at the plate. Gray fly to right to open the game. And there we see Mercado just unfortunately coming up empty. And that pitch is a miss, 1-0.
That looked good. That pitch looked good.
And that's a ball, 2-0.
I was always a sucker for those high change-ups.
Okay.
Yeah, they always got me.
3-0. They look hittable.
They
It's
do,
a
and then you
change
just
up, a
pop
slow
them up.
change, yeah. She shows bunt, but she'll walk on 4 pitches.
You know, I see a lot of players out there who show bunt and then they pull back as the pitcher's winding up. It's kind of like a timing thing. It gets your timing back and you're ready for the next pitch.
Mia Campos in the box. And that's a called strike, 0-1. Took something off of that, but still missed, 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. 9-0 game. Oro Valley in front. And it's a bouncing ball out to the second baseman. They might be able to turn 2, but they won't turn anything.
Yep, those are the ones that we were talking about earlier, where you have to pick your hat basically.
That's right.
You gotta either come get it or you gotta wait for that. You can't really charge those.
Correct. So the first 2 batters aboard for Jesse Nagaski. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that is a called strike, 0-2. Let's see what Aguiar can do ahead of the hitter. Good pitch.
Oh yeah, great spot. Keeping it off the plate. Maybe seeing if you can draw her in for her to swing, but if not, it's nowhere near.
Keith tried to frame it, but nothing doing, says the umpire, so it's 2-2.
That's a risky ball to take right there.
Mm-hmm. Next pitch is fouled off. The count stays at 2-2. Oro Valley has shown up and blown out everybody they've faced.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this game is nowhere near over, but at the same time, at least in my mind, they've been the most impressive team in this tourney.
Yeah, they sure have.
That's going to be a foul ball. Hayward gives chase. Oh, looks like the camera guy caught it.
Oh. Sign him up. You know, I was watching the Hot Shots. I'm not sure which one it was. They were playing Bat Busters earlier, and they were it was home run after home run. So they're feeling hot today too.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
As much as we like to see good pitching, it's great to see some good offense.
Yeah.
Another foul ball. Again, as we've said, it's just great to see so many of these girls moving on to the Big Ten, the Southeast Conference, the Pac-12.
Yeah. And some even going together.
Yes, yes indeed.
It's a lifelong friend right there. You're going to spend 4 years with them in college, and then you just spent 4 to 5 years in club.
That's right. And that is a fly ball, and that is the first out of the inning. One gone for Brooke Piazza. And that's a ball. Now we're going to have her hung up.
You know, if she would have caught that ball at second, I think she would have had her out at third.
Correct.
Oh.
Now there's runners at the corners. Foul ball.
I think my strategy as a catcher when I saw plays like that, I would kind of give it a little more oomph in my throw so it would get there quicker. And then I kind of knew she was going to take off, but it would get there quicker, and I would beat her to third base, basically.
Okay, that
so
works.
You would just put a little up.
That's a ground ball that gets through. RBI single for Piazza, and the Thunder have gotten themselves on the scoreboard. Gray is in. Campos stops at second. It's a 9-1 advantage. Nine to 1. Oro Valley has the lead. Looks like we'll have the courtesy runner. See, we got runners at first and second now. Caitlin Neal struck out first time up. And she pops that up, but the backspin causes it to roll foul. 0-1. And that's line foul, and that is off of Kenzie Fowler.
Yesterday I saw a foul ball get hit off of one of the first base coaches, and literally the second after he had a welt on his forearm.
Ooh,
it did not take any time
to swell up.
Yeah.
That pitch is out of the zone. First and second, it's a 9-1 ball game. That's a bouncing ball over the head of the pitcher, and the shortstop fields it. But that is all she wrote. Everybody will move up.
Great play. She just stopped a run from coming in by not letting it get to that outfield.
Neal with the single, Piazza to second, and Campos takes third. So now the bases are loaded for Cheyenne Hudson. And with one out, this is a chance for the Thunder to really score 2 or 3 runs.
Yeah.
Get back into this game. And that's hit through the left side of the infield, base hit. Station to station softball. RBI single for Hudson. Campos is in. Piazza to third. Neal to second. It's a 9-2 contest. We'll have the little meeting on the circle. This is what you have to do to get in the game. You don't need to get it all in one hurry.
Right. You got to chip away.
One and 0. Vanderwerf ahead in the count 2-0 now.
We're seeing her throw some high pitches right now. We haven't seen that too much out of her.
2-0 is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put Vanderwerf. And that's ball 4, and a run comes scampering home in the form of, well, the courtesy runner for Piazza, which was Madison Doria. It's a 9-3 game. Neal to third, Hudson to second. And while there's no way we can just take away the Carly Scoopin home run, if we could, it would be a 5-3 game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be close.
Yes. Lanaya right. That's fouled off. 9-3 game. The bases are still loaded. We're in the top half of the third inning. Good pitch, very good pitch,
Yeah,
staying around the plate. And that's a bouncing ball out to the shortstop. She backs up on it. The long throw to first gets past Scoopin, and another run will come in. It's a 9-5 game. Neal and Hudson are in. Vanderwerf to third. How about this? I mean, it's a great game. We wanted competitive. Yes.
We did say this was going to be a good game, and it totally is.
Absolutely. And what's funny is Jessica Mercado is at the plate again. She started off this inning.
Oh, she did. This has been a long inning.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. That might be Shelby Thompson. We'll have to check out the number. That is number 12. Shelby Thompson is the new pitcher, which means it's a Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream. Live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more. So now we're at Jessica Mercado's swing away from a tie game.
Yeah, we are. And they're going to see a new pitcher, and hopefully she mixes it up.
Shelby Thompson, we saw her throw yesterday. She was effective. These 5 runs, the most that the SunCats have given up in this series here in Payson.
Very true.
We're showing a score of 9-5. Can you show an update if it is if it's anything different than that?
9-5 contest. Mercado started off this inning by striking out. And here she is once again in this visiting third inning. And Shelby, you and I were joking around. One swing away from a tie game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a ball. And that's a liner into left field, base hit. One run will score. Again, station to station baseball.
Nice.
Vanderwerf scores. Wright takes third. And Mercado with the single. 9-6. Sydney Gray at the plate. Pitch out of the zone. And that is hit well to center field, and that is going to leave the yard. How about that? Sydney Gray with a round tripper.
Are you sure you're not a psychic?
Shelby Pacheco, we are tied at 9. Wow.
Wow.
That is nothing short of fantastic.
Wow, you have definitely called both of those home runs.
That is nuts.
Wow.
And wow, she faced one batter,
And
gave up the 3-run homer.
And they've been chipping away, and then they come out and they just have this homer just set it up for Gray.
Wow. We did not expect that.
I don't know if we did, but I know you did because you're a little psychic.
And this will be another Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream. Live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more. Well, what we're learning is it's a 9-9 game.
Yeah, by a swing of a bat.
Absolutely. Mia Campos is the batter. No one on base. This game has 30 minutes left in it, and it is going to be a good 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, a lot can happen in that time.
That's a low strike.
Yeah, it is. We've seen a lot of high ones called, so.
Bouncing ball out to Breezy Hayward. She throws to Scoopin for the 5-3 putout, and the inning is over, but not before the Desert Thunder scored 9 times. Wow, what an inning. We'll move to the last of the fourth. 9-9 your score here in Payson, Arizona.
You're hot.
Home half of inning number 3. 9-9. Wow. This is it's going to be a great 30 minutes.
It's already been such a great game.
Yes, it has been. This is terrific, and we'll begin with Angelina Kamen. She delivered an RBI single in that big first inning.
You know, so that was so great to see that Desert Thunder was down 9-0, and they never quit. They never gave up on themselves. They just came out and answered back with their bats.
Correct. And that pitch is bounced out to the second baseman that skips into center field. And just like that, the SunCats get their leadoff batter aboard. And I think they're calling for a pinch runner. Hitter Jaden Espinosa will be the batter. But we're hearing some extra chatter. And we'll see if the SunCats can wrestle away that momentum.
Yeah.
And that bunt is popped up, and it is off the glove of the third baseman. Foul ball. Great effort.
Oh, great effort.
by
So
Camper.
close. Popped right off her glove.
And that bunt, she gets it in the air. Campos will field it cleanly for the first out of the inning. So Danae Smith will step in. We've seen Smith do a lot. We've seen her on the hill. We've seen her play the field. And that's a foul ball, 0-1. Inside.
Great frame, but it's definitely inside.
Did you do that often?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, and sometimes if you do it a little too much, the umpires will be like, "Nice try." Like they know what you're doing.
That's fouled away. Starting to get to that peak time from temperature scenario. We're over 90 degrees here in Payson. It's better than being at 110.
Oh yeah, and then that breeze too.
And that's a ball. Runner taking off, and that is hit through the legs of the pitcher into center field. Running on the pitch was Kamen.
You know, she was able to take that extra base because she was running right off the crack of the bat.
Yes, she was.
There was no doubt about that.
And so Smith with the base hit, runners at the corners. Maddie Judge will be the next batter. One out chance for the SunCats to take the lead run. And that's in there, strike one. And that's a foul bunt. I do like that both umpires signal foul immediately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were on it.
No questions asked.
They're trying to do a little squeeze there.
Playing this game like it's the playoffs.
Right.
And taking second on that play will be Danae Smith. So now Now a couple of runners in scoring position.
You know, I sometimes wonder how some of these players have the long sleeves on while they're in this heat, but
That's pretty tough. Yeah, that's a foul ball. It's going to roll foul. Campos kind of had to keep an eye on that in case it happened to hook
Oh,
back
yeah.
into
Definitely
fair
could have.
territory. She's going that way. It's fouled once again.
you know, fighting off those pitches that she just doesn't want.
Two and two. Neal to Judge. Once again, and that's going towards one of the Floodstream trucks. Kind of a repeat.
Yeah, she's not going away easy.
Again, want to thank the city of Payson for just really putting all of this on. Visit PaysonRimCountry.com. So many people helped put this event on, attracting a lot of people. Northern Arizona is beautiful this time of year.
That is such a great eye. She goes up there and she fouls off about four pitches, and then she tries to go just a little bit higher on that pitch, and she just lets it go. That's a great eye right there. Good at bat.
Might be foul ball number 6.
Wow.
And that's a bouncing ball that will find center field. And the go-ahead run for the SunCats has scored.
All that foul balling paid off, right?
Absolutely. It is now a 10-9 Oro Valley lead. So there's a runner on third. Runners are at the corners. Logan Cole steps up. Nothing in one. She is throwing very hard. She threw hard the first game we saw her throw a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, she did.
Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, and Cole will go down on strikes. Second out of the inning, and here's Jade Berry. You're already down a run. You really want to get Berry here. This way,
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 start off the next inning, and heck, if you have another big inning, you run out the clock.
Right, yeah, true. You don't want them to clean it up like they did in the past.
Mm-hmm. And that is drilled to left field, and it is off the glove of the left fielder. And One run is in, and that is what they will get on this particular play.
Wow, she just missed that to make it a big out.
Absolutely. So now it's a 12-10 lead. Let's get a look at this. She hit it well. She's always run the bases well, and that's off her glove.
She was there. She was there in time.
She was. And I'll say that's kind of a play that should be made.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially when you know who you have coming up to bat.
That's exactly right. And Nagaski is going to come in from left field to pitch. They're down 11-9. It's a Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream. Live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more. So indeed, now she'll face, well, hopefully only one of the trifectas.
Right, right.
Blaze Behringer. They trail 11-9. And there'll be runners at second and third.
They're really taking this whole the whole amount of time almost for this inning.
Yes.
They're really taking their time this inning.
By the time this next pitch is thrown, we will have 15 minutes left in this game.
Okay.
And there's one. Nagaski deals. Upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. Not what you want to do. Just fall behind because, again, you don't want to face Carly Scoopin with the sacks full again.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
don't.
she did the last time.
Especially because you can't intentionally walk her because there's nowhere to put her.
That's right. And that is exactly what we'll see. Actually, I thought that was ball 4, but maybe it was just ball 3. And that is ball 4. Bases are loaded once again for Scoopin. Last time she was up with the bases loaded.
Yes, she was. A little deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Thunder doesn't want to see some deja vu here.
No, they truly don't. 2 gone. We'll see what Scoopin does.
Oh, great block right there.
Absolutely. Vanderwerf,
Doing all she can for her pitcher. That's awesome.
she's done a good job. Two balls, no strikes. And they're actually going to intensely walk her with the bases loaded.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So now it is a 12-9 game. I don't think I've seen that since Barry Bonds in baseball. So they rather pitch to Breezy Hayward, who has power as well. One-oh. And that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, you go from power to more power. You walk
That's
her.
right. Very true. She's 1 for 2. She had a 2-run single back in the first inning. And that is going to leave the yard just like that. Breezy Hayward with a grand slam, and it is a 16-9 contest.
Wow.
So we saw the Thunder score 9 times in the top of the inning, and just like that, the SunCats have hung a 7 spot
Yeah.
here in the home third.
Man, that was just a great at bat.
And there's nothing you can really do, and
Nothing
we'll
you
get
can
the replay here. She got all of it.
If she did.
The lineup is just so deep, 3, 4, and 5, especially 4 and 5 from a power standpoint.
Yeah.
And number 3, she can do it all as well in the form of Blaze Billinger. 1 strike to Emma Almodoba. One and 1. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. My guess is when the Thunder come up in the top of the 4th, that will be the last half inning.
Yeah.
Fouled over our head.
Hopefully they don't get just the 1 bat like they did
Like,
last game.
correct. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. But not before another grand slam was hit by the SunCats, this time off the bat of Breezy Hayward. 16-9, the Oro Valley SunCats have the lead. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Jesse Nagowski will take the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. And Shelby, we've been told we have about 5 minutes left in this game, so the Thunder are going to have to move very, very quickly.
Yeah, they do. Can't get really too deep into those holes because we got to move a little quick.
And that is off the plate. 2 grand slams in this game by the SunCats. 1 by Scoopin, 1 by Hayward. And that's lined foul. We got to talk to Carly Scoopin yesterday after one of the games. Perhaps we'll be able to catch up with Breezy Hayward after this one. Our grand slam essentially put the icing on the cake, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 runs batted in this game. There's the pitch. And that is low. And that is a called strike. Nagowski settles in. And that's hit well to left field, right at
to
her.
her.
And indeed, that is out number 1. So she's gone to left field each of the last 2 at-bats.
Yes, she has.
And here's Brooke Piazza. That's a strike, 0-1. Piazza takes it upstairs, 1-1 strike. As you see in the background, this is the Elite Summer Fast Pitch Series. It's been fun so far.
It sure has.
And that's off the plate. We're about midway through day 2. Total of 16 games played yesterday and 15 today. It's a lot of softball.
That is a lot of softball. You know, you got to give props to the umpires, too.
Mm-hmm.
They've been off probably since January, just as long as these girls have.
That's true. No, it's a great point. Ground ball foul. My guess is, depending on how long this Piazza at bat is, and maybe we get one more batter.
Yeah, she may take all the time with all these foul balls.
Mm-hmm. That's a ground ball, and that will sneak into right field. Base hit for Piazza. 3 for 3 in this one, 3 singles. And Caitlin Neal will be the batter. She's 1 for 2, single and struck out. And that's a ball, 1-0. And that gets the outer part of the plate, 1-1 strike.
Yeah, that was a great pitch.
16-9. The SunCats have the lead. And it's a bouncing ball, and that's stopped by Hayward.
Wow.
And from her knees, she will throw it. Gets past Scoopin. And runners will be at second and third. Piazza taking third. Neal ends up on second.
Great play right there.
Yes. And
I don't know if I would have thrown it. Oh.
I believe that was the last batter. That's all she wrote, folks. So the final score, the Oro Valley SunCats 16, the Desert Thunder 9. It was a good one.
That was a great game.
A lot of fun offense. We saw a pair of grand slams. And speaking of grand slams, we hope maybe we can catch up with Breezy Hayward on the other side of the break. 16-9 your final. This is the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball, brought to you by Floodstream.com. Valley SunCats with the big 16-9 victory over the Desert Thunder, and they put on a show. A pair of home runs, a pair of grand slams, as a matter of fact, by Carly Scoopin and Breezy Hayward. And you see Hayward crossing the plate. Just overall, it was a fantastic performance by the SunCats. And speaking of fantastic performances, we can't thank the Floodstream.com crew as we see those balls go over the wall. They have performed with some outstanding camera angles, giving us everything we need here in Payson, Arizona. The city of Payson has been wonderful. I want to thank my broadcast partner, Shelby Pacheco. I'm Brett Quinton signing off for Floodstream.com.